Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem, Al Shabbat Shem, Karkadah, Shalom to the 144,000, the rest of you elect out there, Shalom to you all. So this is, I'll give you the title in a minute. This is going to be a response, very short video to this video put up by Reverend Say 144. Why is IUIC joining hand in hand with Islam? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And that's the symbol for the moon and the crescent moon and the star, which actually goes back to the moon god. Allah is the moon god, and it be prior to Muhammad. They worshipped God for every day of the week, which is 360. I believe it was 360 gods, and it came down to three. But the chief principal god was Habol, which is also known as Allah. And Allah is nothing but the moon god. But anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. And you know the rest of it. Now, that's the question to why is IUIC joining hand in hand with Islam? Because you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He's a murderer from beginning and bold not in the truth. So I put a question because they took that bag, got bags, and then you got somebody running with the bag, and you got more bags. And they hate other Israelite groups. They'll hug and love and get together and join forces with a bunch of devil worshippers. But when it comes to, you mention any Israelite group prominent out there, GMS, ISUPK, and so forth, oh, Nate was getting all over, ranking all over GMS and the ISUPK. And the ISUPK, you might ask yourself, well, you guys never get on that. ISUPK be on point. They go into the Hebrew. They break them scriptures down the same way we break it down. There's a few things that they go off on, like the MOTB. They off on that. And a few other things. What else? Well, they say you can't get with Edomite women. You can get with Edomite women as long as you don't marry them. Solomon got with the Edomite woman, but his problem was he married her. He married that woman, make her the concubine. You know, see what you got to understand is concubinism is when you had a harem and you had men that you chopped their rods off and their nuts off. Their what you call that? The hell you call that? The family Jews, but there's another, what is it called? Three-piece set. He called it three-piece set. Cut that off. You have men managing them women, but they ain't got nothing to work with, right? And that's what they did in the ancient world. Look, I'm gonna do a video on it. I'm gonna go deep into the history of concubinism. See, if Solomon had made all them women from the other nations, they would just them Edomite women and Zidonian and these different women of these other nations. His mistake was he married them, so they had some type of, they had a status. Just make them concubines. Concubines, you all like this one over here, Wilhelmina. Get her dressed. You know, I'm gonna get busy with her tonight, and that's it. She couldn't whisper nothing in your ear, you know, and hit it, and that's it. And move on. Until she gets hit the next time. It's very simple, man. That's why I'm putting out that spirit that you can go ahead and get you a snow bunny, as long as you don't marry her. But try to make sure she's a snow bunny with some flavor, because she's really not a snow bunny. She's an Israelite that looks like a snow bunny, and you can tell people that she's not a white woman. She's black. She just looks like a snow bunny. But anyway. If you go around, like if somebody goes to their classes and the brother said, you a new brother, what'd you learn about? Well, first, I watch all you guys. I watch you guys. I watch GMS. He said, don't be watching GMS. Then they're going to be looking at the guy. Maybe this guy's a spy, which they send spies out to other camps. I got the receipts on that. Okay, from one of their former guys. Got a liar, if that's his name. And you notice they got that. That's a Masonic symbol right there, demonic symbol. Malcolm X used to do that all the time. Well, he had a portrait of him. Malcolm X was nothing but he would control opposition. Farrakhan is nothing but controlled opposition. That's all he is. And these guys are controlled opposition. That's why they teaching about you're gonna burn in hell. Well, they teach all kind of madness, and they waxing worse and worse. But anyway, the perfect scripture that came to my mind was John 8:44. Now it says this. It says a conversation between brothers. First of all, who is my brother? Matthew 12. Who is my brother? Who is my sister? Who is my mother? But them to do the will of the Father. So how in the hell can they be brothers? But if you say, are you guys brothers with the GMS? Oh, hell no. But we're Israelites. It said a conversation between brothers with Deacon Isaac and Brother Ben. All right? Brother Ben. Brother Ben. Remember him. This is back in 10 years ago, where he was getting on the Israelites. I guess ISUPK got on him, and then he was getting on the ISUPK and the Israelites in general. Then he said, I'm not getting on the Israelites. I'm just getting on the Israelites at a GMS, because we all got in there and cursed this dude out. And he's still lost. You really mean, this got to be old. This got to be old, because I think they had the thing. But they do that. They'll go to different churches, and they, you know goddamn well, ain't no Negro going to say, you know what, I'm an Israelite. You right, brother. I'm taking off the bow tie. I'm just having fun with this thing. Now, I don't know if this is old. Okay, this is a year ago, so this already happened. But ain't nothing going to happen when you come in. You know what you deal with somebody in Islam? Brother, I represent Islam, Nation of Islam. You can say, you can go, you can walk on eggshells with him, try not to offend him, and pretty much you can say, okay, that's a religion. Do you know the history of the religion? You go to Muhammad. It was set up by the Roman Catholic Church to push out, the enemies in Islam. There was a whole back and forth war. The movie, The Kingdom of Heaven, which is a great movie that was talking about Orlando Bloom played in it, and this guy, what's the guy that plays in the action movies? Liam Neeson, I think his name is. He was the father. I think the name was Godfrey. That was the family name. But all them people were Jakes fighting against the Islamic forces, right? But anyway, like I said, those were Jakes. So now you had Moors that were Israelites, that some of them followed the law, statutes, and commandments and knew that they were Israelites. Others followed the tenets of Islam, but they still knew that they were Israelites. They still know their lineage went back to Israel. These people right here, the NOI, they think that they're actually Islamic people. They don't teach, or they might say we're Israelites too. Well, then if you're Israelites, why are you following? Who's the God of Israel? It's the same God, Allah. No, it's not. Abraham, what did the Most High? The Most High gave Moses what name? Now both of them will go wrong, because if you ask Nate that, when the Most High came to Moses, what name did he give him when he asked for his name? He'll give you a song and dance. So that's why more I say this guy did a backdoor deal. And his thing is set up. I can't prove it with overwhelming receipts, but look, this guy just go to the school and mention GMS. What do you think about GMS? Don't mention the hard GMS in my presence. He despises GMS. I'm having fun with this. But anyway, the first precept that came in mind was John 8:44. The second precept that came in, because you knew this wasn't going to work out. You knew that these people in Islam was, you know what, brother? I'm an Israelite. Shit. I'm with the Israelite. No. Then you made mockery out of them talking about the bean pie thing. You guys are a special kind of wicked. a special kind of wicked. Anyway, I'm gonna give you one precept. I quoted one scripture. I'm gonna get one precept. I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you a scripture, so Wendy Williams don't get mad. We all know who Wendy Williams is. If you don't know, ask Captain Tazariak. So this is 2 Corinthians. What is that? 6. And I believe we can start at the 13th verse. Basically, it's our way or the highway. We're not here to discuss nothing and what's your view on this Sarah in the Quran. I said we're not dealing with no goddamn Quran. We're dealing with the scripture. Look, we're not listening. We're not taking it. But we gotta have a dialogue. No, we don't. The prophets of the Most High don't have dialogues. The word dialogue is not mentioned in the scriptures. We don't sit down and have this dialogues and discussions. We give you the truth. If you can't see it, then we're gonna shake the dust off on our feet. Okay. Key point is really in the 14th verse. Really, you can really start from the top, but the point is down the 14th verse. I'll read it in the King James, as Ariah would say, Ariah, and I'll read it in the NLT. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. The people of Islam are unbelievers. Farrakhan and them are unbelievers. Now they might say, oh, we're Israelites too. Well, you would say, well, wait a minute, then why aren't you following the Most High of Israel, and why aren't you keeping the laws? So you really don't respect. And then they'll say, like I said earlier in the video, that they believe Allah and Yahweh is the same. No, Allah is the God of the Arabs, which doesn't exist. That's actually the moon god, formerly known as Habal. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? So we represent righteousness. Islam, the Moors, Black Kemetic Society, they all represent unrighteousness. They're either you're righteous or you're unrighteous. No, I'm half righteous and half unrighteous. And what communion have light with darkness? And what concord have the Messiah with Belial? Now, certain Islamic groups, they used to call themselves Bilalians, which mean they worship Belial. They had another group that was similar to it's like a break off from the NOI. And I remember I used to speak to them. They said, "Yeah, we are Bilalians, and our God is named Belial." Well, Belial is the devil. Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel? An infidel is an unbeliever. And I'll go into this word. And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, as the Most High power has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Starting with what? The elect. Wherefore come out from among them. If the Israelites can't get it, you get away from them. Because our thing is only for the elect. And be ye separate. So be ye separate. There's different Israelites. Well, I'm an Israelite. You can't be a casual Israelite and come around us. You got to be a real one. You got to be of the elect. And how do we know that you're of the elect? If you're diligent. Saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing. When you shake these people's hand, you touching the unclean thing. And I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith Yahweh Almighty. Now let me go ahead and read this in the NLT, and then I'm going to close. See, what you don't understand is many, many years ago, this is talking about 15 years ago maybe, Farrakhan did a deal with L. Ron Hubbard, and he was pushing that religion. So a lot of Jake started cutting him, so we stopped. There might still be videos up on it. He was pushing the L. Ron Hubbard is a demon, man. Okay, it says, don't team up with those who are unbelievers. How can righteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness? What harmony can there be between the Messiah and the devil? Belial is the devil. How can a believer be a partner with an unbeliever? Hey, you ain't supposed to have no friend. If you got next door neighbors that you cool with, hey, how you doing, Sam? How you doing, Bob? Have a good day, whatever. You ain't supposed to be hanging out at the club or going watching the fights with people in the world. You cut yourself off from the world. If you're going to see the fight, you see it with other brothers or you see it by yourself. We're supposed to be separate from these people. But the scriptures say, if it at all possible, live honest, peaceable with all men. That's in Romans. I believe that's Romans 12 and 19, if I'm not mistaken. And what union can there be between the Most High's temple, because we represent the Most High's temple, and idols? Islam represent idols. For we are the temple of the living power, as the Most High said, I will live in them. He ain't living in Farrakhan. And what does Farrakhan do? He'll praise the name of Allah, and then all the scriptures that he goes, the scriptures are nothing but the Bible. He rarely ever, I never seen him quote a scripture from the Quran. I never seen it. All the scriptures he goes into is mentioned in the scriptures, in the Bible. And walk among them. I will be their power, the elect of Israel, and they will be my people. Therefore, come out from among unbelievers and separate yourself from them, saith Yahweh. Don't touch their filthy things, and I will welcome you. So anyway, that's all I had to say. Let me come back over here. I'm sorry, where is it? Yeah, they hugging up with these Islamic people like something gonna happen. Farrakhan not gonna wake up to that. He ain't gonna wake up to being an Israelite. He ain't gonna throw that bow tie and the suit away and put fringes on and grow a beard. You know, the same thing goes with Ben X. He's a young dude, man. He really got mad when GMS got him. He said, I ain't talking about the Israel. I'm talking about a specific group of Israelites. Them GMS brothers, them guys are a bunch of demons. Because we flooded his page. This was years ago, all right? But here, this is a giveaway right here. That right there, that's a satanic, demonic, Masonic symbol that you're an insider. You're letting them know that you're an insider. Here it is again. So we can't unite with them. These guys pretty much entertain people. You watch these guys get entertainment. That's all. Not the truth. With that, I'm going to say shalom.